Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, folks, it seems we've officially broken Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You know, at first, obviously, AOC wanted to present herself as somebody worth listening to, somebody with all kinds of brand new ideas, you know, stuff that's never been tried before, communism. But slowly over the years, you know, after all the ridicule, after all the self-inflicted embarrassment, it seems like AOC has now given up on people taking her seriously. She's supposed to be one of the Democrat Party's rising stars, their so-called voice of the new generation. But now it seems the mask is slipping. This chick has completely lost her frickin' mind. And the more she realizes that she can't keep up, well, I guess the more unhinged she's becoming. It seems we're past the point of AOC hitting us with her genius policy ideas, and now we're entering the stage of pure delusion and theatrics. AOC once again proves to the world that she is the embodiment of a movement that can no longer think, but rather only perform and attack. I gotta show you guys this unhinged meltdown. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez hits us with the latest genius strategy shift that she's now proposing for the DNC. This is apparently how you fight Republicans.
They are scrapping and grasping at straws because they have nothing else. Laugh at them. Stephen Miller is a clown. I've never seen that guy in real life, but he looks like he's like 4'10", and he looks like he is angry about the fact that he's 4'10", and he looks like he is so mad that he is 4'10", that he's taking that anger out at any other population possible. Like, laugh at them.
Yeah, the new strategy is just to laugh at them. Ooh, Stephen Miller, what are you, like, 4'10"? Wow, I'm constantly impressed by her incredible intellect. I'm definitely seeing generational talent here. Oh, and actually, let me insert a little addition here, a last-minute addition. This is hours after I've recorded the video. AOC has finally responded after a good portion of her left-wing audience turned against her for clearly body-shaming. And well, here's her response.
I want to express my love for the short king community. I don't believe in body shaming. I am talking about how big or small someone is on the inside. Like, for example, I have no idea how tall Andrew Tate is. No idea at all. But that guy looks to me like 5'3", like 5'3", 5'4". Whereas physically, men of smaller stature can come across, they are spiritually 6 foot. If you're a good dad, if you stand with women, if you're not belittling immigrants, you're like, you know, 6'3", spiritually.
I guess we didn't hear what she said. No, we misinterpreted. She wasn't shaming his height. No, she meant he was small on the inside. Yeah, okay.
I've never seen that guy in real life, but he looks like he's like 4'10".
Oh man, I mean, you have to be stupid to support somebody like this, because clearly she thinks you are stupid. Clearly she's playing games. Obviously a dishonest grifter. But now back to whatever I was saying in the video. Yeah, what a complete farce. What a joke. This is the new left, folks. Forget reason, forget ideas, policy, now just cheap insults and TikTok humor, if you could even call it that. But of course, it's nothing new. Instead of engaging on a policy level with Donald Trump, they've done nothing but label and slander him or mention his supposedly small hands. They post unflattering Photoshop photos of him. They call him fat. Anything but actually engaging on the ideas. And of course, there's an element of deep hypocrisy here. These are the same woke liberals who present themselves as paragons of virtue. They've spent years lecturing the rest of us about body shaming and kindness. Yet here they are, attacking a man's height and masculinity, just pure body shaming and sexist attacks. And of course, what's funny is that it's not even true. For the record, Stephen Miller is 5'10". Not exactly a giant, sure, but certainly not short. Once again, just disgusting attacks, and again, the hypocrisy of the left being the side of kindness. Actually, it reminds me of this viral video from not so long ago. I think this pretty much sums up the hypocrisy. We got a middle-aged lady here wearing a Be Kind t-shirt as she smashes up a President Trump effigy.
Trump, escucha! Escucha, estamos en la luna.
Oh yes, so kind, so virtuous. These people use virtue as a cultural weapon. They don't live up to the standards that they impose on other people. No, of course not. Time and time again, they prove to the world that they're the most vile in the ideological arena. And isn't it obvious why they stoop to these pathetic lows, these pathetic levels? Stephen Miller is obviously one of the sharpest political minds in the country. AOC clearly cannot compete, cannot contend. She can't debate him, so she does what all weak-minded people do. She resorts to name-calling and bullying, pathetic attacks. It's the playbook. We've seen this before. Remember what they did with JD Vance during the 2024 election? Instead of debating his ideas, they built an entire campaign around calling him weird. Oh, JD Vance is so weird. Meanwhile, he's like the most regular, normal white dude. They already tried this strategy. They tried using ridicule as a political strategy. And what happened? It backfired spectacularly, especially when they were running this chick. And obviously, the more they mocked JD Vance, the more people realized they were stooping to a cringe low level. And I think also people noticed the irony. These people calling us weird. The party of degenerates is calling us weird. Okay. And so, of course, the more they mocked him, the stronger JD Vance got. Again, people realize they can't compete intellectually, and so this is what they do. The modern left has clearly become a movement of unserious people. There's no substance there. And it's really no coincidence that AOC is leading that charge. I mean, she's the perfect representation of what's wrong with the modern Democrat Party today. It's all about TikTok clout and image over actual intellect. It's more about her pathetic stunts at the Met Gala, her Eat the Rich t-shirts. It's more about grievance politics than anything good and substantive that leads to positive change for people's standard of living. It's image over intellect, it's performance art over principle and substance, and obviously, just speaking to the lack of intellect, the idea that she thinks that this is gonna work. To think that people are gonna look at her sneering arrogance and say, wow, this is the side that I wanna be on. These are the serious adults in the room. What an argument. Stephen Miller is 4'10". Wow, you really won me over, AOC. You know, Joe Biden hit us with crippling inflation. People are struggling to advance in life. He created a massive, crippling immigration crisis that's put all kinds of pressure on wages, jobs, opportunity, increased crime, not to mention the pressure on healthcare systems and every other system. You got all these issues, but I'm gonna vote for my opponent is 4'10". What a cuck. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. These people are emotionally broken. They're out of ideas. And most importantly, they're walking contradictions. Oh, toxic masculinity. Donald Trump's a bully. Meanwhile, look at them. Look at Gavin Newsom and his pathetic antics. Look at their rallies, the hate that they preach, the energy they bring. They're freaking cartoon characters. What an utter embarrassment Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez continues to be. She's again showing the world what her movement has become, or probably what it's always been. The left can't argue, they can't reason, they can't lead, they can't critically think, and so they slander. They lash out like children who lost in a video game, except they're losing in the debate, but it's basically the same phenomenon. This is the Democrat Party in 2025. This is, more importantly, where the Democrat Party is headed. Shallow, bitter, unhinged, and most importantly, or probably most accurately, hateful. They can't keep up, and so they're devolving. Instead of rising up, instead of building, we know the left can't build squat, and we know their entitlement is through the roof, so instead they're just devolving into these little ideological soldiers of hate. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.